It is Tuesday, September 24th, 2024. It is currently 2:18, and I now call this third day, fourth regular session to order. Before we begin, can I get everyone to please rise for a moment of silence? At this time, I recognize the clerk to take roll.
Senator Manglonia Paul,
Here.
Senator Mendiola,
Here.
Representative Fogo,
Here.
Mr. Chairman.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, all four members are present.
With all four members present, we have the quorum to proceed. And with that, before we enter into public comments, I would like to introduce the staff assisting the committee. We have our clerk, Francis Joan Kaipat, and our delegation aide, Ms. D. Hokuk, Sergeant at Arms, Ben Terlahi, Legal Counsel, Joe Bermudez. Our other Sergeant at Arms present is John Leon Guerrero, IT, Del Camacho, and assisting the delegation, we have LG Castro from the Youth Congress. And with that, before we open the floor for public comments, I recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At this time, I'd like to offer a motion to suspend permanent rules to include communication, unnumbered communication. So move.
Second.
Motion was made and seconded. Any objections? Being there are no objections, motion passes. We now move down to public comments. The floor is open to any member of the public who wishes to make any comments today. If there's none, I would like to we move on to adoption of journal. There's none. Introduction of local resolutions. We have none. Messages from the governor. We have none. Messages from the mayor. None. None from the Rota Municipal Council. None from heads of departments and agencies. None from the House. None from the Senate. None under delegation matters. None under miscellaneous communications. None under reports of committee. I'm sorry, let's go back to. Is that, sorry, Senator Mendiola, your communications, would that fall under?
Delegation matter.
We'll go back to delegation matters, and I recognize the clerk.
Mr. Chairman, we have one unnumbered delegation matters. Two unnumbered delegation matters.
Thank you, clerk. Any discussion on the delegation matters? I recognize Senator Mendiola.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And this delegation matter, I just wanted to add, and this is in regards to the in response to the chairwoman of the Rota Gaming Commission on their recent trip. I just wanted to add this as a communication because I strongly oppose that trip, and I stated some important information on this, on some recommendations to address this matter in the future, so we don't go down, we don't make the same mistakes in the future. So I just wanted to offer this to the members so that everybody can be on the can read this, and hopefully we can discuss this further in other sessions. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Mendiola. Moving down, we don't have anything under miscellaneous communications, nor do we have anything for reports of committee. Unfinished business, we have none. Resolution calendar, we have none. However, at this time, I will go into recess. I believe there's a presentation to be made by Rep. Julie, and so we will take a short recess. We now rise back from recess, and again, we just went on recess to present a resolution to the entity, the Saipan Eagles Club. Is that correct? For their contributions to the people of Rota this past weekend, in coordination with the Office of Rep. Julie Ogo. And so we thank them for their services to our people on Rota by providing a free haircut for students going back to school. And so with that, we now move down to bill calendar. And at this time, I recognize we have one on calendar, but before I recognize the floor leader to take any action on it, any comment on the bill? Or if members would like to make amendments, I guess we can move. I recognize the floor leader at this time.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If it's all right with the members, if I may, I'd like to move to recess and actually wait for the pertinent documents that we requested before we can act on this bill. If that's possible, Mr. Chairman, thank you.
1 second. Thank you, floor leader. 1 second. Okay. At the request of the floor leader, we will act on this when we get the supporting documents that were requested to the from the Rota Casino Gaming Commission last week during a session on Rota. Again, we had asked the commission to provide the expenditure report for the investigative fee that the licensee had paid back in 2019, and also the recent funded trip to Korea that happened this past month or 2 months ago, sometime in, I believe it was in August, yes. And so, with the understanding that there was a reorganization of that corporation, we wanted to see what the new plans are and what the results of that investigation was reported out of the commission. And so that's something that the members can review and make further determination as to how to appropriate the funds that are assigned to the casino. Additionally, it was brought up that under the statute, the municipal treasurer under the Rota Mayor's office must be bonded in order to issue out any payments on behalf of the Rota Casino Gaming Commission. And from my discussion with the staff that is assigned as a treasurer right now, that individual is not bonded. And so prior to any expenditure of these funds, we want to ensure that the casino commission, as well as all involved individuals, are in compliance with the statute. And so until we address these concerns, we will hold off on any action on the appropriation bill until those matters are addressed. Any other discussion under the House local bill? If there's none, we move down to miscellaneous business. Anything from the members? If there's none, we move down. Recognize Senator Paul.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before the session today, we had a good discussion with MRC, I believe. They are the experts on internet gaming. And based on our discussion, we hear that there was a proposal that they had submitted to the Rota Casino Gaming Commission. I'm just going to ask that our legal counsel possibly get a copy of that proposed contract. We're very much interested in understanding the proposed agreement so that we can actually assist the gaming commission in moving forward with the idea of internet gaming. If we have a better handle of how this um, industry can benefit our people by understanding, the expertise that we need, the role of the casino gaming, and the role of the licensee. So I recommend that I understand that they have presented it to the mayor as well as the casino commission. So it's incumbent upon us to look at that and see that it's something that if the casino commission cannot afford, that we can come in and see what we can do, and to see the conditions of the proposal so that we can assist them. That's number one. Number two, I understand that the authority granted to the casino commission was, as we discussed on Rota, was was established pursuant to a regulation. So again, our legal counsel at our Rota session, um, I believe, was tasked to review that regulation and how it was derived from the uh, local initiative establishing the casino in Rota. We want to make sure that when we move forward with this industry, that we have a solid foundation. We don't want to move forward only to find out that it's legally questionable. I understand the AG has looked at it, but we just want to make sure, because was that regulation derived from the initiative, or did it just come out from left field? We want to make sure so that it's established on a solid foundation. I just want to point that out, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Paul. I recognize Senator Mandela.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just wanted to kind of briefly comment on this communication from Mr. Vincent Rosario, known as Galo. I think it's very important that we illustrate this to the members, and actually, hopefully, we can get some kind of support. I'm sure everybody got this email, but it's a communication requesting for assistance. This is for the fifth World Cup sling competition in Ibiza, Spain. Mr. Rosario's seeking the delegation's help in assisting with some financial support for him to be able to compete in this World Cup. So I just wanted to make sure that this is one of the other communication, Mr. Chairman, that we added to our session today. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Mandela. Any other comments from the members? If none, we move down to announcements. Anything the members would like to announce? If there's none, can I reckon? Oh,
I just want to announce that tomorrow at 3 p.m., there is a meeting scheduled at CPA conference room. At this meeting will be present the port director of CBP and the owner of Star Marianas, as well as the executive director of Commonwealth Ports Authority, Mr. Liu Tudela, and we will be discussing the CBP issue and necessity and their transportation issues on a daily basis to Rota, so that we can continue to provide schedule flights to Guam and Rota back and forth. So I urge the members to please attend that meeting. Thank you.
thank you, Senator Paul, for that. I recognize Rep. Ogle.
Thank you, Chairman. I would like to also invite visitors and anyone in the cinema to come down to Rota on October 11th and join us for the festival, the Visita Luta Festival. Thank you.
Thank you, Rep. Ogle. Recognize Senator Paul.
Yeah, I just wanna add at this point also that, and I'm sorry, I might have to go back to miscellaneous, so if there's no objection. Rota Resort, I believe the meeting was supposed to be open. The result of the proposals were supposed to be open last week. However, the understanding is that they had extended it for another 60 days. So 60 days to get more proposals. I understand they have two, but they, what I'm hearing is that they wanted more, so they did not open the two proposal and rather are awaiting for more proposal because I believe with the time extension, they're expecting more, which means that it will be more competitive. So I also just want to say that I8 is one of the, I believe, the developer that's asking for the right to develop Water Resort. I don't know who the other company is, but just for your information. No, thank you.
Thank you, Senator Paul. Anything else on their announcement? If none, I recognize the floor leader for the proper motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Subject to the call of the chairman, I now move for adjournment.
All right. Any objection to the motion? If none, we now adjourn, and the meeting is hereby adjourned at 2:44 p.m.